just finished my class. And how are you?
Hardworking. How long
Oh,
have
yeah.
you stayed here in Thailand, Teacher Ruby?
I've been here for more than 10 years, actually. I'm already on my 10th year in my current
Wow.
school. But before this school, I worked 1 year in my previous school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Almost 10 years. Are you happy so far?
I chose to be happy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I have questions for you. Number
Yeah.
one, how do EFL Filipino teachers in Thailand perceive and respond to instances of discrimination and stereotyping from Thai students?
Oh, yes, that is a big deal. Actually, discrimination is a big deal here in Thailand because, at first I believe that we are in Asian country, so we are not so much discriminated from others, but actually it's happening everywhere, I think, everywhere in the world. And here in Thailand is not an excuse to discrimination. It's not exempted to discrimination. So I could feel before discrimination, like for example, with regards to teaching English, because we are teaching English here
Yes.
as foreign language. So some students, they would compare us to the Westerners, like that. So, but I dealt with it by applying my own pedagogy in teaching,
Yes.
because I explained to the students that every teacher is unique and every individual is unique. We have our own style, we have our own approach, and we have our own pedagogy in teaching.
Yes.
And in time, they tend to accept this fact.
Yeah, wow.
Yes.
Number two, what are the
Oh,
linguistic barriers encountered by EFL Filipino teachers in Thailand? And how
oh,
do they navigate these barriers in their communication with Thai students?
oh yes. The first and the premier barrier is the language
Yes.
barrier. It is really the most challenge that foreign teachers encounter here in Thailand, because as we know that English is not a second language to them. It is a foreign language. So when we speak with them, the students tend to close their mind right away. And they say that,
Yes.
oh, we don't understand. May
Yes.
lang. They don't, they said that they don't understand right away before you even teach them. So they push the idea of learning. They close their mind, the doors of their brain. So what I do is I made it simple. Like for example, I give them the words, the keywords for my topic, and then I let them translate it to Thai. And
Yes.
yes, so that they can relate to the topic that I will be introducing to them. So before introducing the topic, I give them the keywords, and then I let them, okay, translate this into Thai. And with this, we need technology, of course. So I give them
Yes.
5 minutes to use their cell phones to translate it in Google. And after that, I take their phones so that they will not rely on it. And another thing, another strategy that I did is I learned their language. It's very important for foreign teachers to learn the language, not only to communicate with the student, not only to survive in this foreign country, but to connect to the students.
Yes.
If you can understand them, you can connect with them, and they can trust you. They will learn to trust you because you understand them. Yeah,
Yes.
that's it.
Wow. Number three, what strategies do EFL Filipino teacher employ to adapt and integrate into Thai culture, customs, and traditions? And how do they perceive the impact of these cultural adjustments on their overall experiences in Thailand?
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's a long and challenging question. Yeah. But yes, it's true. Yeah, culture, customs, and traditions. These are very important factors that can affect our teaching, actually, because I will cite in a while. I will cite some of the cultures that is really foreign also to me as a Filipino teacher. But in Thailand also, to answer your question, in Thailand, we had many years ago, we had the opportunity to learn their culture formally. The the Teachers Council of Thailand, they offer this Thai culture course. So before you can get a license to teach here in Thailand. Before, you have to undergo and you have to take this course. I think, if I remember it correctly, it's 3 days course, and they will teach you about the cultures. They will teach you about the traditions of Thailand, so that you can connect and you can break this barrier towards reaching out to your students, because if you don't know the culture, they will not feel respected. So the office of licensing office in Thailand offer this course, and after that you will get the certificate. Then you can get your license, teaching license in Thailand. So that's the one thing I remember, how I was able to navigate. I was able to integrate my teaching with the students, and how I try to adjust to their culture, because this culture here is very different. They are Asian. They are very near to us in Philippines, but they are quite different. Like, for example, when I'm teaching, sometimes I'm checking the attendance and I cross my legs. Oh, it's a big no to them. So it's impolite to them. So I have to learn that. I have to learn. I have to learn also how to adjust my tone of voice. So yeah, those are some only of the examples of the cultures and traditions here in Thailand that we have to learn, and can have big impact to our teaching.
Yes. Well, thank you, Ate Ruby. Number 4. In what ways are Filipino EFL teachers in Thailand exploited by their employers, and how do they cope with challenges related to compensation, benefits, and working conditions?
Yeah. Well, exploitation is a big word.
Yeah.
It is a big word. So, but I don't know if I could say that this is an exploitation, but the workloads. Yeah, mostly Filipinos have more workloads than Westerners. I don't know if it is because the Westerners are complaining, and Filipinos, as Filipino as we are, we don't want to complain like that. We work. We try to adjust, we try to adapt, we try to accept. But yeah, I can see that the workload plus the salary has a big gap between between foreign Westerners.
Yes.
Westerners, the native English speakers, and the Filipino, the ESL the teachers who come from ESL. So I think if that is exploitation, then maybe it is one thing also, the salary, and it is unavoidable. It is inevitable that we can complain a little bit, like, oh, I worked more than this Westerner. Why they receive more? It's very big gap of salary, like that, of big distance. So big difference of the salary. So I think that is the exploitation, and they treat us not the same.
Yes, yes.
Maybe because of our skin color. I don't know. I don't know. But if you apply to school, and then there's white, we call it white. Of course, they will prefer the latter.
Yes, yes, of course, the white one.
Yes, you have to prove yourself.
Yes. Next, number 5. How does the wage disparity between Filipino EFL teachers and their Thai counterparts affect their overall job satisfaction and well-being?
Yeah. If my answer to the previous question is between the difference between the Westerner and the Filipino teachers, right? With salary. But this time I will the Thai, it is between the Thai native
Yes, yes.
and Filipino. So between the two, Filipinos get higher salary. Yeah, than the Thai. And there is a resentment going on. Like it's we cannot avoid it because they think that if Filipinos work harder, have more workloads than the Westerners, Thai teachers have way more workloads than Filipinos.
Yeah.
So it's so relative, right? I mean the question is relative. So in this case, there will be resentment, there will be higher expectation that you have to work hard, and you can hear, if you understand the language, you can hear them saying that, oh, they get higher salary.
Yes.
So they have to work more. You have to come on Saturdays because you are expected to do that because
You have high
they will,
salary.
it's normal. They will complain. And I understand them.
Yes. Next, additional sub-questions, Teacher Ruby. Number one, what are the specific linguistic and cultural challenges you have faced as a Filipino English teacher in Thailand? And how have you adapted to these challenges?
Oh, because of the language barrier, we have to teach them how to write, how to read, how to read and speak English. That is our main purpose as an English teacher here, as English teachers here in Thailand. But the problem is if the student cannot read, it can affect their speaking also. So reading is basic. Reading is the platform of writing and speaking and other learning skills. The problem in reading is I can see that they memorize the words.
Yes.
The formation of the word. If they can say that the word starts with gra, they will say graduation, when actually it's not graduation. Like if they can see that the word starts with this prefix, they will what they say, they will assume that this is the word because they memorize only the form of the word. And the problem also, another problem is they don't adapt before phonetics.
Yes.
They are not welcoming to phonetics. Based on my experience, I don't know. I cannot say for another school. I can say only for my school. They don't adapt and they don't welcome phonetics before. So it's just recently that they accepted it because maybe they attended the seminar and the lecturer told them that phonics is very important. And mostly maybe the lecturer is Thai. So they believe Thai to Thai. They believe on their yeah. And that's a problem. So I'm happy that recently they accept teaching phonics in kindergarten because before they disregard it. They discourage the teachers to teach phonics in kindergarten. I don't know why, but we know that phonics is very important. Another thing that I will cite is the formation of the word, because the Thai alphabet is very different. It's very different from English. They use Sanskrit, and the the vowels, the sound words. There are some words that the sound O comes first before the N, but they read it as no. For us, it is on. It should be on. If the sound O comes first before the N, it is on. But for the Thai language, the sound O first before the consonant N, they read it as no. So the students do the same in English.
Mm.
Like the word of, they will read it as for. So it is a big challenge. So we go back to phonics. We go back to teaching the students to learn the phonics and the sound of every letters. That is one of the challenges, really big challenges for me as a teacher here.
Number 2, teacher, how has your experience in Thailand influenced your understanding of language learning and teaching, particularly in relation to cultural sensitivity and intellectual communication?
Yes. For this, there are so many instances that it could be applied.
Mm.
Well, for my 10 years of experience. But recently, I observed that the students here tend to adapt the word in the wrong context.
Mm.
Like, for example, the word bullying. They understand it in the wrong context and they use it in the wrong context. So if you will point out to the student that, oh, why are you, like, for example, you point out something that they did not do, they will say that, oh, teacher, bully. Like that. They will tell you that, oh, teacher, bully. They don't really know the meaning of the word, but they adapt it, they apply it, and they use it in the different context, in different contexts. So I mean, this is a challenge for their understanding about the language. And for me also, as a teacher, I have to be careful. I have to be careful because I don't know which one is bullying for them and which one is discipline. Because if you are trying to point out the negative thing that they've done, they will take it as, oh, teacher, bully me. Whereas you are just trying to discipline them with the negative thing that they have done. They're just trying to point out the negative thing that they have done. So that is very challenging for me here. And also the retention span about their intellectual process.
Mm.
The retention span of the students here, yeah, very short, very short. I made it a joke to the student in their language. I told them that, oh, liyan wani lumpung ni. It means that, oh, you studied today, you forget tomorrow. And someone told me, raised his voice in the middle of the class, and he said that, oh, no, teacher, liyan wani lum wani. He said that, I studied today, I forget today. It's a joke, but it's true. There is a shade of truth to it because try to teach them today. And after that, you will ask them, you will review the lesson the following day. It's like new to them every time. So in this case, in this situation, repetition really is very applicable to in teaching them.
Mm.
Yeah, there are so many reasons to this, but I don't know if you have time.
Yeah. Last
Yeah.
one, Ate Ruby.
Sorry, I'm a
It's
teacher.
okay.
I talk too much.
Last question. What advice would you give to other Filipino English teachers who are considering working here in Thailand based on your own experiences?
Yes, come and try.
Yes.
Although I said many a little bit negative things about maybe the students, maybe the culture. It's not really negative. It's a challenge. I would not say negative things, but I would say challenging things. Although I mentioned so many challenging things with regards to teaching here, but it's worth it. All you have to do when you come to Thailand, be sure that you pack your bag, and inside your bag, you have a bag full of versatility and patience, plus passion. Pack your bags full of that because you are not teaching Filipino students. This is EFL students. Do not expect them to understand what you're teaching right away. Do not bring them to your level. You have to go down to their level. Even if they are senior high, lower, or what level you are teaching, bring a lot of patience with you, bring a lot of passion towards your work, because it is very necessary. Yeah, it is the prime commodity here in teaching in Thailand, in this country. Patience, compassion, and versatility. Versatility, because when you have your plan ahead, but when you get inside the classroom, like, wow, I'm not in the classroom, I'm in the zoo. So you have to adjust your lesson. You have to be versatile with your activities. You have to be quick and ready to change. Yes, but it's a very beautiful country. So come and work here.
Yes. Thank you so much, Teacher Ruby.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah.
It's my pleasure. And I'm sorry I talk too much.
It's okay. Thank you, Ate Ruby. Bye-bye.
Yes, you're very much welcome. Bye-bye.
Hello, Teacher Mars.
Hello, teacher.
How are you today?
Today I'm very good. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm good too. Did you eat already?
Yes. What about you?
Yes, finished. How long have you stayed here in Thailand, teacher?
As of now, I have been staying here and at the same time teaching here for more than a year now.
Mm. And are you happy so far?
So far, I'm very happy.
Wow. I have questions for you. Number one, how do EFL Filipino teachers in Thailand perceive and respond to instances of discrimination and stereotyping from Thai students?
As an EFL Filipino teacher here in Thailand, personally, I'm taking it as a joke at first. Then, when I already built the safe connection between me and my student, I will grab the opportunity to educate them about this and give real life examples and real life scenarios.
Wow. Number two, what are the linguistic barriers encountered by EFL Filipino teachers in Thailand, and how do they navigate these barriers in their communication with Thai students?
For me, it's going to be the inadequate translation, the
Yes.
accent, and a very limited vocabulary range of the students. Instead of teaching them a very detailed sentence, or sentence construction, I teach them very simple, short, and concise sentences for better understanding.
Yes. Number three, what strategies do EFL teachers employ to adapt and integrate into Thai culture, customs, and traditions? And how do they perceive the impact of these cultural adjustments on their overall experiences in Thailand?
Well, having an interaction to locals both inside and outside the school is the best way to address this concern. So let's respect their culture and traditions and reciprocate their positive actions, where negative ones should be neglected or should be ignored.
Mm. Number four, in what ways are Filipino EFL teachers in Thailand exploited by their employers, and how do they cope with challenges related to compensation, benefits, and working conditions?
Well, for me as a newbie here in Thailand, it's going to be the improper dissemination of important announcements and information. So, as someone who is just new in this school, I am still in the process of getting to know more about this thing and be a keen observer as to how we should respond to it.
Mhm. Number five, how does the wage disparity between Filipino EFL teachers and their Thai counterparts affect their overall job satisfaction and well-being?
So Filipino EFL teachers are earning much than our Thai counterparts in
Yes.
general.
Additional sub-questions. Number 1. What are the specific linguistic and cultural challenges you have faced as a Filipino English teacher in Thailand? And how have you adapted to these challenges?
Earlier I've mentioned about the inadequate translation and accent for linguistic,
Yes.
and then for religious practice also for cultural side of this question.
Yes.
So for me, the more senses you use, the more chances you'll be understood. So when I speak, I also use TPR, or that what we so-called um, total physical response. For
Mm.
example, when you say listen, okay, it's easy for them to understand it if you will put some action in it.
Yes.
And also always be respectful and considerate when it comes to the culture because we're just visitors here in the first place. So we have to respect them. It's their home court.
Yeah. Number 2. How has your experience in Thailand influenced your understanding of language, learning, and teaching, particularly in relation to cultural sensitivity and intellectual communication?
Well, I love how they value karma here to the point that I am already believing in it. And it's a golden rule for them. So let's just manage and adjust our expectations properly to both locals outside the schools and also to our learners at
Yeah.
school.
Last question. What advice would you give to other Filipino English teachers who are considering working here in Thailand based on your own experiences?
Well, personally manage your expectations. So don't believe on what you hear and see in social media. Do your own research and consider asking those teachers who are teaching here already. Because, in my very own opinion, Thailand is not yet my final destination when it comes to my teaching career. So it's going to be unfair if I will conclude my statement here. So, yeah, they must do their own research because it's going to be their future that they will be talking about. So, have some time to do your own research and be a keen observer and be vigilant as to what to believe and as to what not to believe.
Thank you, Teacher Marlo.
You're
Hoping
welcome,
ka.
teacher. Hapon
Bye-bye.
Cap. Bye.
Hello, Teacher Peggy.
Hello, Teacher Marge.
Thank you for this opportunity to be interviewed by me.
You're welcome and thank you so much.
How are you?
I am great.
Wow. How long have you stayed here in Thailand, Teacher Peggy?
Turning 2 years.
Wow. Are you happy so far?
Yes, of course.
Do you like Thailand?
Yes, I like Thailand.
I have questions for you. Number 1, how do EFL Filipino teachers in Thailand perceive and respond to instances of discrimination and stereotyping from Thai students?
So, Filipino teachers in Thailand, of course, they feel hurt by discrimination, but they stay calm and professional. They teach with care and they try to build respect and understanding.
Next, what are the linguistic barriers encountered by EFL Filipino teachers in Thailand? And how do they navigate these barriers in their communication with Thai students?
Filipino teachers in Thailand face issues with Thai students' low English skills and strong accents. So they use simple words, gestures, and visuals to help students understand.
Number 3, what strategies do EFL Filipino teacher employ to adapt and integrate into Thai culture, customs, and traditions? And how do they perceive the impact of these cultural adjustments on their overall experiences in Thailand?
Filipino teachers in Thailand learn Thai language, they respect local customs, and they also join Thai events. So they feel these efforts help them fit in better and enjoy their life in Thailand more.
Number 4, in what ways are Filipino EFL teachers in Thailand exploited by their employers, and how do they cope with challenges related to compensation, benefits, and working conditions?
So some Filipino teachers in Thailand are paid less and they are given fewer benefits, and they also face unfair workloads. So by this, they cope by saving money, finding support from friends, and having an extra work, and sometimes looking for better jobs.
Yes. And next, number 5, how does the wage disparity between Filipino EFL teachers and their Thai counterparts affect their overall job satisfaction and well-being?
The wage gap makes some Filipino teachers feel unfairly treated and stressed. However, others stay motivated by focusing on their passion for teaching and the experience that they gain.
Let's go to additional sub-questions. Number 1, what are the specific linguistic and cultural challenges you have faced as a Filipino English teacher in Thailand? And how have you adapted to these challenges?
I face language barriers and cultural differences. So I adapt by learning some basic Thai words. I also use simple teaching, and I respect local customs.
Wow. Number 2, how has your experience in Thailand influenced your understanding of language learning and teaching, particularly in relation to cultural sensitivity and electoral communication?
Living in Thailand has helped me realize how important culture is in language teaching. I've learned that being aware of students' cultural differences makes communication easier and enhances their learning experience.
Last question, Teacher Feby. What advice would you give to other Filipino English teachers who are considering working here in Thailand based on your experiences?
I would advise Filipino teachers to be patient and learn some basic Thai words,
Yes.
and embrace the local culture, and understanding students' needs and staying adaptable will make the teaching experience much more rewarding. So that's all.
Thank you, Teacher Feby.
You're welcome. Sawadee ka, kapun ka.
Hi, Teacher Jay.
Hello.
How long have you stayed here in Thailand, Teacher Jay?
I think I stayed here for almost 5 years,
Are,
6 years.
are you happy so far?
Of course, I need to be happy.
And let's go to our question. First, how do EFL Filipino teachers in Thailand perceive and respond to instances of discrimination and stereotyping from Thai students?
EFL Filipino teachers in Thailand receive and respond to instances of discrimination and stereotyping from Thai students by the actions of the students.
Yes. And number 2, what are the linguistic barriers encountered by EFL Filipino teachers in Thailand, and how do they navigate these barriers in their communication with Thai students?
The linguistic barriers encountered by EFL Filipino teachers in Thailand is the nonsense of Thai language and how to navigate it through technology. We can cope with it.
Next, what strategies do EFL Filipino teachers employ to adapt and integrate into Thai culture costumes and traditions? And how do they perceive the impact of these cultural adjustments on their overall experiences in Thailand?
In my experience or opinion, it's being open-minded to the cultures and traditions of this country.
Next,
In what ways are Filipino EFL teachers in Thailand exploited by their employers, and how do they cope with challenges related to compensation, benefits, and working conditions?
Okay, as a Filipino EFL teacher in Thailand, I do it by myself or in my own experience. I need to be adaptive and have a teachable heart.
Next, how does the wage disparity between Filipino EFL teachers and their Thai counterparts affect their overall job satisfaction and well-being?
I really don't know the real answer, but it depends on the individual, on the school or the organization.
Let's go to additional sub-questions. What are the specific linguistic and cultural challenges you have faced as a Filipino English teacher in Thailand, and how have you adapted to these challenges?
Okay, so as a Filipino English teacher in Thailand, the challenges is the art of learning the Thai language. And I cope up with it by learning active conversations with the Thai.
Next, how has your experience in Thailand influenced your understanding of language learning and teaching, particularly in relation to cultural sensitivity and intellectual communication?
Okay, in my own experience, it widens or it broadens my understanding about their culture, or as overall I stay in Thailand.
Last question, Teacher Jay. What advice would you give to other Filipino English teachers who are considering working in Thailand based on your own experiences?
In my own experiences, I advise them to have a teachable heart and receptive heart.
Yes.
That's all.
Thank you so much, Teacher Jay.
Thank you so much.
Kapag-
Kapag hap.
Hi, Teacher Mary.
Hi,
How are you today?
I'm good.
Wow. And how long, Teacher Mary, how long have you stayed here in Thailand?
Almost 2 years.
Are you happy so far?
Yes.
Okay, Teacher Mary, I have questions to you, for you. Number 1, how do EFL Filipino teachers in Thailand perceive and respond to instances of discrimination and stereotyping from Thai students?
By staying calm and looking at the situation and addressing the behavior by asking and correcting the students to have a much friendly and safe learning environment.
Wow. Next, what are the linguistic barriers encountered by EFL Filipino teachers in Thailand? And how do they navigate these barriers in their communication with Thai students?
The linguistics barriers are their language, which is Thai, and on how they pronounce or say the words in English. I simply tell my students to speak in English while talking to me, but sometimes when the students cannot express the words because they are in kindergarten, so in English, I always ask my partner teacher to translate it for me, but in the long run, working as an English teacher, foreign teacher in Thailand, I learned some of their language.
Next, what strategies do EFL Filipino teachers employ to adapt and integrate into Thai culture, customs, and traditions, and how do they perceive the impact of these cultural adjustments on their overall experiences in Thailand?
Filipino teachers in Thailand employ strategies like learning the language, respecting cultural norms, and building relationships with the Thai people. It contributes a lot to Filipino teachers as a challenge in enriching their personal and professional development.
Next, in what ways are Filipino EFL teachers in Thailand exploited by their employers, and how do they cope with challenges related to compensation, benefits, and working conditions?
By simply following what is on the contract and knowing
Yes.
their rights as an EFL teacher in Thailand.
Next, how does the wage disparity between Filipino EFL teachers and their Thai counterparts affect their overall job satisfaction and well-being?
Many teachers cope by supplementing their income and seeking better opportunities. As of now, a lot of schools here in Thailand has a yearly salary increase, so some teachers here doesn't have a wage disparity.
Next, let's go to additional sub-questions. What are the specific linguistic and cultural challenges you have faced as a Filipino English teacher in Thailand? And how have you adapted to these challenges?
It's mainly their language. I always tell my students to speak in English while talking to me. Mainly their language. I always tell my students to speak in English while talking to me, but if they cannot speak the words in English, I will ask my partner teacher to translate for me. Also, I have learned some of the words by the students. The students teach me sometimes.
Okay, next, number 2. How has your experience in Thailand influenced your understanding of language learning and teaching, particularly in relation to cultural sensitivity and intellectual communication?
So far, not that bad. And I have learned a lot working here in Thailand.
Last question, Teacher Mary. What advice would you give to other Filipino English teachers who are considering working here in Thailand based on your own experiences?
Personally, I would advise them to still apply here because the workload here is fine compared to the Philippines. And it is still nice to try new places and learn their traditions and culture.
Wow. Thank you, Teacher Mary. Cotton ka. Hello, Teacher Chris.
Hi!
How long have you stayed here in Thailand?
I've been here for almost 7 years.
Are you happy?
Yes, I am.
Okay, first question. How do EFL Filipino teachers in Thailand perceive and respond to instances of discrimination and stereotyping from Thai students?
Filipino teachers respond by emphasizing their professionalism. They may focus on demonstrating the value of their expertise in English teaching and their qualifications, showing students through their actions and teaching methods that they are competent educators regardless of nationality or accent.
Wow. Next question. What are the linguistic barriers encountered by EFL Filipino teachers in Thailand? And how do they navigate these barriers in their communication with Thai students?
One of the barriers encountered by the Filipino teachers in Thailand is the lack of interest in English language of the students. They navigate this by simplifying their language, using visual aids, engaging in interactive practices, and being culturally sensitive. They ensure effective communication with Thai students and create a supportive learning environment.
Number 3. What strategies do EFL Filipino teachers employ to adapt and integrate into Thai culture, customs, and traditions, and how do they perceive the impact of this cultural adjustment on their overall experiences in Thailand?
Filipino teachers in Thailand employ strategies like cultural immersion, language learning, and adapting teaching methods to integrate into Thai society. These adjustments not only improve their professional experiences, but also contribute to personal growth, fostering positive relationships and deeper cultural understanding.
Next, in what ways are Filipino EFL teachers in Thailand exploited by their employers, and how do they cope with challenges related to compensation, benefits, and working conditions?
I think cultural and racial discrimination. Some Filipino teachers may face discrimination or bias from employers, students, or parents who might favor native English speakers. But then, teachers demonstrate resilience by relying on their personal resourcefulness, community support, and professional development efforts.
Good.
How does the wage disparity between Filipino EFL teachers and their Thai counterparts affect their overall job satisfaction and well-being?
Cultural and social factors. Many Filipino teachers are often viewed as guest workers in the country, and while they are valued for their expertise in English, they may still experience social isolation or marginalization.
And let's go to additional sub-questions. Number 1, what are the specific linguistic and cultural challenges you have faced as a Filipino English teacher in Thailand? And how have you adapted to these challenges?
Your patience and flexibility are always tested. Things may not always go according to plan, whether it's lesson that needs to be adapted last minute or a cultural misunderstanding. Being patient and flexible has helped me navigate this situation more smoothly and continue to provide an effective learning experience for my students.
Next, how has your experience in Thailand influenced your understanding of language, learning, and teaching, particularly in relation to cultural sensitivity and intellectual communication?
I learned understanding language as a cultural practice.
Next, last one. What advice would you give to other Filipino English teachers who are considering working in Thailand based on your own experience?
Teaching in Thailand can be incredibly rewarding experience, but it requires flexibility, cultural sensitivity, and a proactive mindset. If you embrace the experience with an open heart, you'll not only be helping your students, but you'll also be growing personally and professionally.
Thank you, Teacher Chris.
You're welcome.
See you around.
See you.
Hello, Teacher Mira.
Hi, Teacher Marjorie.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Wonderful.
Wow.
And how long have you stayed here in Thailand, Teacher Mira?
I've been here for like how many years? 10 years.
Are you happy so far?
So far, I'm happy and contented.
Wow. I have questions for you. Number 1, how do EFL Filipino teachers in Thailand perceive and respond to instances of discrimination and stereotyping from Thai students?
Thank you for the question. Showing them proper way and leading them to have a better future.
Wow. Number 2, what are the linguistic barriers encountered by EFL Filipino teachers in Thailand? And how do they navigate these barriers in their communication with Thai students?
Limited language proficiency or varying levels of fluency in a shared language. Use simple and specific words and use visual aids.
Yes. Next, number 3, what strategies do EFL Filipino teacher employ to adapt and integrate into Thai culture, customs, and traditions? And how do they perceive the impact of these cultural adjustments on their overall experiences in Thailand?
They should be open-minded, be receptive to new ideas, customs, and perspectives.
Number 4, in what ways are Filipino EFL teachers in Thailand exploited by their employers, and how do they cope with challenges related to compensation, benefits, and working conditions?
They have to know their rights and what you can and cannot tolerate. If your boss is disrespectful, let them know what you won't tolerate. And set boundaries between employers and employees.
Yes, of course. Next. Number 5, how does the wage disparity between Filipino EFL teachers and their Thai counterparts affect their overall job satisfaction and well-being?
Employees who feel they are treated unfairly or less likely to perform at their best.
Next, let's go to additional sub-questions. Number 1, What are the specific linguistic and cultural challenges you have faced as a Filipino English teacher in Thailand, and how have you adapted to these challenges?
Limitations of vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, personal psychology, large and multi-level classes, the current testing system, and a lack of class time. Give yourself time to adjust and be patient with yourself.
Number 2, how has your experience in Thailand influenced your understanding of language, learning, and teaching, particularly in relation to cultural sensitivity and intellectual communication?
Learning a new language teaches your brain to be flexible and adaptable, which can help you handle change and solve problems.
Last question. What advice would you give to other Filipino English teachers who are considering working in Thailand based on your experience?
Okay. Maybe I can advise they have to incorporate elements of your own culture into the classroom, and sharing your traditions, language, and heritage can create an exclusive learning environment as well.
Wow. Thank you, Teacher Mira.
Yes, you're always welcome.
Hello, Teacher Lei. How are you today? Wow. How long have you stayed here in Thailand, Teacher Lei?
Well, I've been here for 10 years already. Yes.
Too long already. Are you happy so far?
Yeah, maybe.
I have questions for you. Number 1, how do EFL Filipino teachers in Thailand perceive and respond to instances of discrimination and stereotyping from Thai students?
Well, some teachers may choose to confront the issue directly by engaging in open dialogue with students and their colleagues.
Yes. Number 2, what are the linguistic barriers encountered by EFL Filipino teachers in Thailand? And how do they navigate these barriers in their communication with Thai students?
Linguistic barriers primarily revolve around differences in pronunciation, vocabulary, and cultural context. To overcome these linguistic barriers, Filipino EFL teachers in Thailand can enhance their own language skills through continued education, and professional development can improve communication efficiency.
Wow.
Yes.
Number 3, what strategies do EFL Filipino teacher employ to adapt and integrate into Thai culture, customs, and traditions? And how do they perceive the impact of these cultural adjustments on their overall experiences in Thailand?
So, one key strategy is language acquisition. Learning the Thai language helps teachers communicate effectively with locals and understand cultural nuances. Filipino teachers often find that their cultural adjustments enhance their overall experiences in Thailand.
Number 4, in what ways are Filipino EFL teachers in Thailand exploited by their employers, and how do they cope with challenges related to compensation, benefits, and working conditions?
Well, one key aspect of this exploitation is related to compensation, where Filipino teachers are sometimes paid significantly lower salaries compared to their Western counterparts, despite holding similar qualifications and experience. Others actively seek out professional development opportunities outside of their workplace to enhance their skills and qualifications independently.
Yes. Number 5, how does the wage disparity between Filipino EFL teachers and their Thai counterparts affect their overall job satisfaction and well-being?
The disparity in wages not only affects the economic stability of Filipino EFL teachers, but also has broader implications for their psychological well-being.
Next, last 3 questions, Teacher Ray.
Yes.
Number 1, what are the specific linguistic and cultural challenges you have faced as a Filipino English teacher in Thailand? And how have you adapted to these challenges?
Well, as a Filipino English teacher in Thailand, I have encountered specific linguistic and cultural challenges that have required adaptation. Linguistically, one key challenge is the varying accents and intonations between English and Thai English. To address this challenge, I have made an effort to speak clearly and slowly, emphasizing key pronunciation differences and providing examples to help students understand the nuances of English language variations. Yes.
Exactly. Number 2, how has your experience in Thailand influenced your understanding of language learning and teaching, particularly in relation to cultural sensitivity and intellectual communication?
Oh yes, my experience in Thailand has profoundly shaped my understanding of language learning and teaching by highlighting the importance of cultural sensitivity and intellectual communication.
Wow. Last question. What advice would you give to other Filipino English teachers who are considering working in Thailand based on your own experience?
Will understand Thai culture and local customs to build rapport with students and colleagues, obtain necessary certifications to enhance job prospects and credibility, network with other Filipino teachers in Thailand for support and professional development. We also have to learn basic Thai language to facilitate communication and immerse yourself in the local community.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you, Teacher Lei.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Kapkun ka.
Hi, Teacher Kevin.
Hi, Marge. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Good.
How long have you stayed here in Thailand, Teacher Kevin?
Well, I've been staying here in Thailand for 5 years.
Wow.
Over 5 years.
Are you happy so far for
Enjoying
almost-
everything.
Oh.
Enjoying Thailand.
Wow. I have questions for you. Number 1, how do EFL Filipino teachers in Thailand perceive and respond to instances of discrimination and stereotyping from Thai students?
Well, being a Filipino ESL teacher in Thailand, it is challenging in the sense that some of the students view Filipino teachers as less authentic than in teaching the language. They often prefer native English speakers to teach them. So this is a form of stereotyping and discrimination that we Filipinos experience. However, as Filipinos, the best way to respond to this perception is to prove that we are just as competent as the other native speakers, if not more competent than other nationalities. So we can show them that we excel not only in teaching English but in teaching generally.
Next, number 2, what are the linguistic barriers encountered by EFL Filipino teachers in Thailand? And how do they navigate these barriers in their communication with Thai students?
The main problem is the language itself. As English teachers, we are expected to communicate with our students using the language. However, since English is a foreign language to the Thai students, it means that most of the Thai, they use English for like business, but not for communication, rather than everyday communication. So this makes it difficult for students who are not exposed to the language to use it in their daily lives. So as teachers, and also as Filipinos for whom English is not our first language, one thing that we can do to communicate well with our students is to use, of course, simple words. Well, in teaching, we use pictures and realia, so for them to better understand the vocabulary, and also we try to learn their language for us to connect with them in a more personal level.
Number 3, what strategies do EFL Filipino teachers employ to adapt and integrate into Thai culture, customs, and traditions, And how do they perceive the impact of these cultural adjustments on their overall experiences in Thailand?
First, we try to understand and respect their culture
Yes.
because as foreigners living in their country, it is important to learn and respect their culture and traditions because it also shows that we respect them as Thai. And also, just for example, the performing the Y for them, it is very respectful for them. So also another important aspect is learning the Thai language. Well, in teaching, it is not necessary to use the Thai language because we are not allowed to do so. But
Yes.
learning their language helps us to connect and build rapport and fostering stronger relationship with them.
Thank you. Number 4. In what ways are Filipino EFL teachers in Thailand exploited by their employers, and how do they cope with challenges related to compensation, benefits, working conditions?
Well, Thailand has always been a dream destination and workplace for Filipino teachers as it promotes a good work-life balance and offers a compensation that is better than in the
Yes.
Philippines. However, this is not true to all. Many Filipino teachers are being taken advantage of. They receive lower salaries compared to teachers of other nationalities. They face excessive workloads while being underpaid, and also like they don't receive health insurance for potential hospitalizations, right? So some are even required to personally pay for their work permits and visas. So the good news is that there are many group of Filipino teachers who are actively negotiating for better salaries of everyone. So despite these challenges, many Filipino teachers find the experience of teaching abroad rewarding and valuable, both professionally and personally.
Yes. Number 5. How does the wage disparity between Filipino EFL teachers and their Thai counterparts affect their overall job satisfaction and well-being?
Well, based on my observations, Filipino teachers are receiving higher salaries than the Thai teachers, right? So for us, we don't really see that wage disparity as a significant issue. In fact, many of us find that the compensation is reasonable compared to the local standards with what the Thai teachers are receiving. However, the problem arises because we are earning more than they are, which sometimes leads for their negative perceptions toward us. So some Thai teachers may view us as competition rather than colleagues.
Yes.
In terms of work, there are many instances where they tend to slack off, especially when working alongside with other nationalities. So disclaimer, this does not apply to all Thai teachers. This is just based on my personal experience.
Additional sub-questions. What are the specific linguistic and cultural challenges you have faced as a Filipino English teacher in Thailand, and how have you adapted to these challenges?
Personally, the main challenge has always been the language barrier and finding ways to communicate effectively with the students, colleagues, and other Thai people. So after living and teaching in Thailand for over 5 years, I've learned a great deal about the language, which now helps me to communicate more effectively and understand them better. In terms of teaching, I've also adapted many strategies that have helped me instruct and engage students more effectively.
Yes. Number 2, how has your experience in Thailand influenced your understanding of language learning and teaching, particularly in relation to cultural sensitivity and intellectual communication?
Thailand's culture and traditions are like very different from the ones we grew up with, right, in the Philippines. What I've learned is that it's important to immerse yourself in other countries' culture and to understand its people better. My experience in Thailand has changed the way I view language, learning, and teaching. I've learned that teaching isn't just about the language skills, but also about understanding cultural differences. This has helped me be more flexible in teaching, and as I now consider how culture affects the way students learn and communicate. Being aware of these differences allows me to create a better learning environment for my students.
Last question, Teacher Kevin. What advice would you give to other Filipino English teachers who are considering working here in Thailand based on your experiences?
You always need to have a ready heart. You should always be ready, prepared in all aspects, like physically, mentally, and also, physically, mentally, emotionally, especially. So I suggest that you prepare yourself in all of that aspect. Physically, make sure that you're in good health. Mentally, be prepared for new challenges, including cultural differences, language barriers, and also when it comes to emotional, be ready to embrace new environment and be patient with yourself as you adjust to the changes. It is important to stay flexible and open-minded as things might not always go as planned. Lastly,
Yes.
always keep a positive attitude and remember that every challenge is an opportunity to grow.
Yay! Thank you, Teacher Kevin.
You're welcome.
ขอบคุณค่ะ
ขอบคุณมากครับ
Good afternoon, Teacher Joseph.
Good afternoon, my love.
How are you today?
I'm alright. Thank you for asking. How about you?
I'm good. How long have you stayed here in Thailand?
I've been here for 7 years now.
Wow. Are you happy so far?
Well, I'm happy. You know.
I have questions for you.
Sure, go ahead, please.
How do EFL Filipino teachers in Thailand perceive and respond to instances of discrimination and stereotyping from Thai students?
Yeah. Well, how to handle it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, for me, I always make sure that I am a teacher here in this country, so that I will lose my mind every time the students or any other people here in Thailand, stereotype me. By being professional
Yes.
at my workplace, okay, and making sure that having long patience.
Number 2, what are the linguistic barriers encountered by EFL Filipino teachers in Thailand, and how do they navigate these barriers in their communication with Thai students?
Well, most of the Thai students are not fluently understanding and speaking English language. Okay. And then that is the biggest challenge. When I first came here, I even remember that I cannot buy just a bottle of water, But through the help of the modern technology, and it makes bridges for us to connect with our students, with our the local people here in Thailand. Yeah, that's the biggest challenge, the language itself, the language barrier.
Number 3, what strategies do EFL Filipino teacher employ to adapt and integrate into Thai culture, customs, and traditions? And how do they perceive the impact of these cultural adjustments on their overall experiences in Thailand?
Well, the cultural adjustments, they are not attainable overnight. Okay, you just have to soak yourself in for you to understand the culture, the local people, and more importantly, your students. Okay, you have to go and sit to study the culture, because the gap of the culture is so huge, but it is not so difficult to adapt, because just being open and making sure to observe respect at all times.
Number 4, in what ways are Filipino EFL teachers in Thailand exploited by their employers, and how do they cope with challenges related to compensation, benefits, and working conditions?
Yeah, well, there's a sad and a good part about this, about the compensation, because there are schools here in Thailand that they are offering or they are compensating Filipino teachers way so low, and the benefits are not so rightfully given to the teachers. Okay, but many Filipino teachers they try to grab that opportunity. Okay, for them to have the visa here, and then once they have the papers, they will finish the contract. Okay, and then they move into the next school. Okay, wherein they can go and they can choose the better school, which is they can compensate and matches their ability and skills.
Number 5, how does the wage disparity between Filipino EFL teachers and their Thai counterparts affect their overall job satisfaction and well-being?
Yeah, well, we, the Filipino teachers here in Thailand, we do receive higher compensation
Yes.
than the local, the Thai teachers here. And most of the Thai teachers are, they are not all, but they are professional. Okay, they understand the gap between the compensation and as long as we know how to interact with respect to them, and, then we can have a peaceful thing.
Additional sub-questions. Number 1, what are the specific linguistic and cultural challenges you have faced as a Filipino English teacher in Thailand? And how have you adapted to these challenges?
Well, again, the very first thing is the language itself. The wall between the Thai students and the foreigner teachers here. There's a big wall here. And for me, I can say that I have needed to fall in love with this country, Thailand, so that I can able to engage to the locals here. I need to know their cultures, not just knowing them, but having respect and making sure that you are connected to them.
Yes. Number 2, how has your experience in Thailand influenced your understanding of language learning and teaching, particularly in relation to cultural sensitivity and intellectual communication?
Yeah, well, when I came here in Thailand, I was really shocked about the culture. But again, Thailand really helped me a lot in terms of adaptability,
Yes.
and also being sensitive, okay, to the people that surrounds me, and also the relationship between student and teacher.
Last question, Teacher Joseph. What advice would you give to other Filipino English teachers who are considering working here in Thailand based on your own experiences?
Well, they have to be prepared. If they want to come here in Thailand, they need to make sure that they will come here not half-hearted. Okay, what I mean is you have to come here like you have the 100% decision to work here as a teacher in Thailand, and just always find joy in teaching, and it will help you to be joyful in your workplace.
Thank you so much, Teacher Joseph.
Thank you.
Ka.
Thank you very much.